Now, gamers, I, as many of you may know, am in a bit of a bind. A bit of a financial turmoil, we'll say. So I've prepared for you a handy-dandy little presentation. Wabam. Okay, so, first things first, I gotta move at the start of July, which is real soon. Real fucking soon, and moving is expensive. I am crossing state lines. If I'm not going to be able to work while I'm moving, I'm going to have to pay for gas and food and all that shit. And let's be honest, I live in an alleyway and don't have a whole lot of dosh on me. Fortunately, that's where you guys come in. So, we're going to be doing Howie's super awesome emergency moving fundraiser. My dumpster has caught on fire, which means I need to find a new one. I need help, and I'm going to do a little fundraiser. Now, I hate asking for money, so I'm dressing it up a little bit. We're going to talk about donations and what you guys get, because that's what's important. The first thing we're going to cover, though, is the kinds of stuff you guys are going to be able to sink dosh into. We are going to be streaming not only Saturday, but also Sunday. So at minimum, you're going to see me for 10 hours next weekend. However, what if I told you there was a scenario in which you could see me for 24 hours? No, surely not. That would be ridiculous. And you would be correct. Because the actual max time you would be able to see me next weekend would instead be 26 hours. This is the kind of shit you're going to be able to spend your biddies on. First, I want to talk about our time options, because we're starting at 5 hours. You can add 8 more hours a day. 13-hour streams back to back. That is from 5 p.m. Saturday to 6 a.m. the Sunday, and then 5 p.m. Sunday to 6 a.m. Monday. So these are big, long streams. Maybe we'll have some friends along. I can't say for sure. You guys will certainly be there, or it'll be just me. Who knows? In order for me to hit the goal that I need, because I have a minimum amount of money that I need to, like, be able to be okay. I've kind of worked it around this. As you guys may remember with the subathon, we did 3 subs equals 1 additional hour. So effectively, like, $15 was 1 additional hour. We're not going to do that. It's not about subs. We're actually going for donation. Because if you do subs, I don't see that money for over a month and a half. And I'm kind of needing the cash pretty quickly. On our left, these timers, this is the money that is going to be totaled from donation. I'm going to have a Ko-fi set up. We're going to have a donations button set to go. It's not going to be through bits. It's going to be through that donations button if you guys want to do it. Remember, you are under no obligation to do this. I am in a little bit of trouble financially, and so I'm going to put on a little show for you guys, but that doesn't mean that I am expecting you guys to throw a bunch of cash at me or anything like that. The first hour is a total of $10 in donations. The second hour is an additional $20, so $30 total. The one after that is another $30, so $60. And it just stacked to the 5th hour. But Howie, you may ask, weren't we talking about doing bit donations and shenanigans that way? You're right, we were. Now these will not contribute to the time, but they will contribute to the funny. So let's go ahead and run over what I've got in all of our bit tiers. I tried to set this up to where you had some options to be able to help me, but no hard feelings if we use any of these bit redeems, okay? So for 100 bits, you get to choose what spell or what weapon I use. 5 whole minutes. Can't use it. Just completely dead to me. Gone. 100 bits. No jumping. No jumping in Elden Ring, I'm fucked. But for the kinder-hearted of you, you could drop 100 bits, and you could choose the next spirit summon that we use on one of our smaller boss fights. These are things like our dungeon bosses, you know, our little dudes. But that way, if you want me to have the jellyfish out, I'll have the jellyfish out. It's up to you. You get to choose. 300 bits, here's where shit starts to get a little risky for me. Starting at the top, we got no healing for 5 minutes. Not a single bit of red Kool-Aid will touch my lips for 5 minutes, okay? Probably a death sentence, but a slow and agonizing one at that. The second option you, of course, have is you get to choose light or heavy attack. Which one can I just simply not use for 5 minutes? And that goes for any weapon. Lastly, in our 300 biddies category, we've got summon an ally for the next big boss. These are things like Morgott, Margit, you know, your big named mamma jammas. This is for those of you who want to help. This ally, don't think we can work it to where you can pick which ally I summon, but this does mean that if you want to help me, if you're playing along at home, you can. You can throw down your sign, I can toss you in, we do a little wombo combo, it'll be great. The 500 bit tier, in a word, is a little bit obnoxious. but in the best possible way. So the first one, of course, you know it, you love it. It's Howie. You strip down, you got your weapon, you got your stick, whatever you're doing, all right? But not a single bit of armor. 10 whole minutes, 500 biddies. Honestly, at most parts of the game, could just end up with me just getting one shot, right? Speaking of death sentence, what about hands off a controller for 15 seconds? Is it a boss fight? Is it something that I've been grinding for hours and I'm about to finally succeed? 500 biddies, I gotta drop the controller. That is a death sentence, 100%. 500 biddies, I die. Last but not least, for those of you who wanna up your biddy donation amount, not completely murder me, we have the no mount for 10 minutes, which is a pain in the ass in Elden Ring. It's a massive game. That's rough. 3-bit tiers, 100, 500, and 300. Time slots up to 13 hours a day. That's a total of 26 hours. Odds are I probably won't even get out of my Jamarinos. I'm just going to be nice and comfy the whole time. It's also going to be fun. And it's going to be fantastic. Even if you can't donate, I absolutely want you to, because I love you guys. You guys are great. You're super fun. I enjoy hanging out with you. It's always wonderful. I'd rather you be able to be at the event and not give me money than you not show up at all. Okay? I would so much rather you guys just come and hang out and enjoy this with me. Sob stories, good intentions aside, right? You might be asking, Howie, what's in it for us? Well, I'm glad you asked, my dudes. Because you see, I have a couple thresholds. Boom. What's in it for you guys? First goal is 500 USD. And that means, chat, finally, you guys get a TTS bot. Stinky, the hyena, text-to-speech bot, will be made by me, hand-drawn, for you guys. They will just become a wonderful little presence in our stream. You guys will be able to have options to use TTS, and that's going to be super dope, I think. 750, 2 new emotes. But you guys are going to vote on them. The community suggestions that I think are the funniest or the coolest, you guys are all going to vote, and the top 2 are going to be our new emotes. But these are going to be follower emotes. Even if you're not a subscriber, you're going to have access to these 2 emotes, which I think is pretty dope. We could have stopped there. I could have stopped there, because this is a lot of money. No hard feelings if we don't do it. I'm going to do what I love doing, no matter what. I'm going to do the best I can for you guys, and I just want you along for the ride, right? I would be remiss to not push the envelope. You know the $500 goal. You know the $750 goal. Both goals will help me out immensely. These will be things that will go to my rent. They will go to my gas for moving, because again, I got to go across state lines. Like, these are huge, huge things, okay? There is one more goal, and it's a big one. $1,000. Again, not in bits, but in donations for you beautiful idiots, my pals, my stinkies. But if we somehow manage to do it, I'm gonna make a Howie custom made outfit in the model. That's gonna be our 1,000. Not only that, but the maid outfit will be a redeem. As much as I hate it, as much as I am against it, as much as I know this is a bad idea. Maid outfit. Does it have cat ears? I already have hyena ears, Mary. But it will have a little frilled hat. And it will be poofy. I will hate it. It will be awful. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned at how excited you guys seem by this. And now, truth be told, even if we don't get any of these goals, at some point, you guys are still gonna get a TTS bot. It just won't be soon. We're talking quality fucking rewards here. One of which I will hate. But that's funny. And I think that's okay. So, save the fucking dates, fuckos, I guess. Yes, this coming weekend. The 17th and the 18th, Saturday, Sunday. Alright, well, I think that's the presentation, guys.